afternoon, everyone. My name is Luis. I'm an educational technologist from e-learning department. Okay, so this is the IoT and NIE Learning Lab. Okay, with the upcoming of the fourth industrial revolution, what happened was IMDA and NIE decided to collaborate. So with the collaboration, we have actually created this learning lab, which helps to infuse IoT technology into education, where students and teachers can come together, they can collaborate, they can gather data, and then they can analyze the data together. Okay, so let's go to the lab. So this is the inside of the lab. Let me introduce you some of the features that is inside this space. This is considered a learning space where students collaborate and lecturers come in to do their lectures. Okay, so over here we have movable tables and chairs. There's a reason why we designed the lab in this way. In today's context, we are moving from teacher-centric learning to student-centric learning, where this type of setup allows students to gather to form a cell, to collaborate and work on projects. But we do not restrict it only to that. We still use the older traditional method of teaching, which is a more didactic form. We can actually fold up the tables, move it aside, and only have the chairs if the lectures has got a huge amount of participants. Okay, over here we have a 3x3 video wall, which allows people to do multiple projection on the wall at the same time. The lecturers can use the 2x2 to as their main form of presentation for their slides. And the students, they can actually beam up whatever information they have on the laptop on any of those tiles. This allows simultaneous projection and also collaboration at the same time. Okay, for today's context, I'm going to share with you some of the sensors that we have over here at the lab. Over here we have the food science sensors. Okay, it is being used and implemented into a food science course. Many times when we do baking, we actually follow a set of recipe, and then we put the cake into the oven and then we bake. And then after that, when the baking is done, we take out the cake. What happened is we actually miss out a lot of findings and actually learning opportunities that's happening in between. Okay, with the introduction of IoT sensors, it allows students to actually look at data and gather data and look at the data, analyze the data that is happening inside the oven. Over here, these food science sensors, I will go through the various sensors that's within this kit. Okay, the first one is the rotary sensor. Okay, over here, as this thing turns, okay, actually this lever over here actually measures the rise of the cake. So when you put the cake into the oven, when it is baking, it is actually transforming from a semi-liquid state into a solid state, and then the rise of the cake will happen. That's how we detect, measure the rise of the cake. And over here, we have a moisture sensor. Okay, so what it does is we will insert it into the core of the cake to measure the amount of moisture that's within the cake. And over here, you see this green and white wire is a temperature probe, where we also insert it into the core of the cake to detect the temperature that's within the cake. Okay. So with this, actually, what happened is we can actually can get quite interesting data because of all these affordances. And how does this data be transferred into what we see on the visualization platform? Okay, what happened is all these various sensors over here, right? They actually collect the data, and then it is being transmitted into this Raspberry Pi over here. And over here, this white color device, it is a dongle where we insert a 3G and 4G SIM card to have an internet. Then once the data is being transferred, it will be pumped into the cloud server, and the cloud server will analyze the data, and from a user endpoint, you'll be able to see very nice visualization of what's happening inside the oven. Okay, if you have any questions about implementing Internet of Things into your courses, or if you have any inquiries about how this technology can work, you can visit us at the lab, at our lab. It's located at Block 2, 01-02. The opening hours is from Mondays to Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 noon. And for Tuesday and Thursdays, we have an afternoon session which is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, see you around.